Hello, everybody. What's happening? Here we are on another quest after dark, close to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We also have Judy on the phone from Canada. Hello, Judy.
Hi, John. Hi, everybody. Good to be here as always.
Yup, and for the world out there, can you see me? Can you hear us? Thank you very much. There is a delay. Our normal question before we continue. Right, Judy?
Right on. The biggest question of the night, John. Can you hear us?
That's the big one. Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Oh, good, because I'm not picking you up yet.
Yep, you're always on a delay. We're good. We're good, Judy. We're good.
Okay.
And there's my other main supporter, Barbara Perry, in the house, saying hello to Judy and John. Thank you so much, Barbara, for your support.
Hi, Barbara.
And of course, the same old spiel that you have to hear from me on every live broadcast is part of the perks that people pay for on my YouTube paid channel, Judy. And it's for my soldiers, my captains, and my grandmasters, and the guys and the girls and whoever are supporting me on a daily basis. I want to thank so much to Michelle, Renee, Roxy, Mike, Annette, Jazdia, Wayne, and Starlene. Also, Judy and Barbara, Daniel and Mike, for your extra support. And always, as Judy's live with me, Judy, I thank you so much. We're good for video chat. Good for a year. So we're good for a year. Good for a year to go.
Good.
And I want to thank my soldiers, Scott and Michelle and Dana and Josh and Virginia and Annette and Jean and Cindy and Becky. Everything helps. Even that $2.99 a month helps, even though YouTube takes 30%. I only did that just to sort of offset anything that we can have going wrong here, Judy. So at least if we can put $50 against 400, it's better than coming up with 400. You know what I mean, Judy?
Exactly. Every bit helps for sure. Yep. Means a lot.
Yep. Hello, Cindy, and hello, JP Van Eck from South Africa. Hello, Nancy on the YouTube side. Hello, Prom. Jenny's always in the house. V-Lin on the YouTube side. Thanks for coming in. Linda, Chef Toll. Fantastic. My regulars are in the house. And also, I want to thank all my Quest of Oak Island Facebook members this month. We'll go over some statistics, Judy, for the month.
Oh, okay.
I want to thank all my YouTube members. And now, Judy, I want to also thank all the podcasts that I'm on. And they're starting to build up a little bit. And the podcast of our show, once I download it, is on Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Radio Public, Pocket Cast, Overcast, Breaker, and Anchor. I thank everybody that listens to our audio. And if you want to, I don't edit. I'm as real as it gets here, Judy.
Right on.
So when they listen on the radio, please forward to maybe 10 minutes ahead, because we do a lot of introductions. I have people waiting. So about the first 10 minutes is all introductions and my intro videos. Just a heads up on the radio side. What do you call it, radio side? The podcast side. So they can fast forward to that. I'm not going to put in my chat on Apple Podcast, we start at this date, we start at that time. So I'm just going to put that out there. As they hear it, Judy, they can fast forward, say, between 8 and 10 minutes. How's that sound, Judy?
That sounds good. I have a niece on her way to work. She listens to us. How about that?
Well, yeah, they put their earbuds in. I mean, they can't watch video and stuff. They just put their earbuds in and listen to us, I guess.
Right, exactly.
Hello, Burnett. Hello, Maureen. I want to also thank my moderators. Tammy's still doing sort of good, sort of not good. I haven't heard, but we want to wish her all the luck in the world. Our moderators are Tammy, Judy, Renee, Michelle, Daniel, and Starlene. I thank you for your help. Our call-in number is 1-323-813-4135. And also, if you've got a picture or something you make this summer that Oak Island inspired you, please send it to Renee Tuttle, and we'll put it up on the group. And there's an image page, a photo page, Judy, to show everybody that does that stuff, especially Tanya. I don't know how she comes up with them stuff, the cakes and the pies and the necklaces. She's fantastic. What do you think, Judy?
Yeah, she is. I wished I had that kind of talent, but that's just not me. But yeah, I love seeing it.
And Michelle is in the house. Thank you, Michelle, on the YouTube side.
Hi, Michelle.
So, like I told, I sent that out to YouTube, that after we discuss some Oak Island discussion, we will be switching off YouTube and going with a 5-minute break. I'll return to our Quest of Oak Island Facebook group only, and we'll do trivia, and it's called I Should Have Known That, and you'll get points, and you will win a Quest of Oak Island membership mug tonight. So whoever has the most points tonight wins a mug tonight. This is separate.
Ooh, that sounds good.
This is separate. Hi, Claire. This is separate, Judy, from the 5,000 point total from before. This is a gift for tonight, mailed to you, whoever the winner is. And if we get a little confused, Michelle said she'll go through the chat and figure out who's the most point total. So they would win a Quest of Oak Island Facebook mug.
Good. Michelle's good at that. Thanks,
Yep.
Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle's my trivia manager. And I only have about 6 mugs left. That's it. So season 9, we'll have surprises from Oak Island and also surprises from me. Alrighty. And Chris needs a QQI beer mug.
Sounds good, Chris.
Yep. Hello, Professor. Only for tonight, Michelle. The points start at 0 tonight for whoever's playing. The one with the total amount of points tonight wins a mug. And Chris, I need a keg of beer if it's going to be over 100 degrees the next 2 days. So we'll go over some Facebook stats, Judy. It sounds pretty ugly, but it's expected because the season is ending. I mean, has ended, season 8. So
Right.
Here's some statistics for you guys. We got still we're holding steady at about 71,500 members. That seems like our line that we stay at almost all year. We dropped in the beginning, but just sort of stayed at about 71,481. Ronnie, I hope you enjoy your time here. Thanks for coming in. We're going over some of my Facebook Quest group statistics that people like to hear, and most of my members from Facebook come over to YouTube, so they're my main crew. So like Judy, I said, they got 71,481 members. The most popular day is? Go ahead, Judy, guess.
Saturday.
Tuesday.
Really? Wow.
Now, the best time is what, Judy? What's our best time?
7 o'clock.
Our best time is Saturday at 8 o'clock.
Oh, for goodness sakes.
We only had 114 posts this month, which is way down. We only had 2,999 comments, which is way down. And we had 27,397 reactions, which is way down. The popular day is Tuesday. The best time is Saturday at 8 p.m. for our members and Sunday at 10 p.m. There were some single posts that were posted that got up to 34,000 views, Judy, and some posts that were posted that only got about 9,000 views.
Okay.
The whole month, only 127 people requested to join, which is way down. We have 67% male, 33% female. The top countries, the top three are USA, Canada, and the UK. And of course, people who have won mugs before on our most active do not win a second one. But this month, Tanya Textera won a free mug, which was mailed to Portugal yesterday.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
And Michelle, she's at work, but if I get a call, I go back over the podcast. Yeah, no problem, Michelle, no problem. Me trying to keep track of that, forget it. And Todd is in the house. Yeah. Yep. So tonight's thing that I want to go over is boulders or stones and stars. How's that sound, Judy?
That sounds good, and there's lots of all of that at Oak Island.
I figure, what can I talk about that there's a lot of? Well, I can't talk about trees on the island. There's a lot of those. I can't talk about beaches. There's a lot of those. Hey, we can talk about boulders, stones, and stars.
Do you know something I found out yesterday is that in 1960, all of the oaks were gone on the island. There was no longer any left after that date.
Yeah, they all disappeared. Rotted away.
Yeah.
But I'm going to bring up some pictures of boulders with the insignia on them, the letters on them, numbers on them, scratches on them, whatever you want to call them. We'll see if you guys can recognize these boulders and see where the location of these boulders are just by seeing them. So, and I'm not going to do that disappear off the screen solo shot because I don't want to screw it all up. I got to practice. So you're going to see my little face in the right bottom corner as usual.
That's okay. We like that.
I don't like it, Judy, when it sort of takes some of the image away. That's and I can't move it anywhere else. But BeLive's working on that to put it on the side, like StreamYard does. You know what I mean? It's on the side of the picture.
Okay.
Not inside the image. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, that sounds good.
Yep. Their idea of me just speaking over the picture is their format. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
All righty. Let's see here. And there we be. There's the first stone. And what letters do you guys see?
I haven't got it yet. There it is. One of the anchor stones.
Sorry, guys. Allergies are crazy on me today. This is one boulder that obviously looks like a great chiseled A, like Linda says. Well, I'm not sure of these locations on these boulders. Some I do. Some you guys know. But look how nice and chiseled that up. Holy crap.
Really? Yep.
Yep, Claire. A clear A. Sometimes I wonder if this wasn't a guy going around because he was bored, chiseling rocks all over the place. You know what I mean? Put an A here, put your name here, like you put your name on a rock or something at the beach or something. The same thing as Oak Island. They were working on the island. Hey, let me put my name down there, Leroy, or let me put my name down there, Sam. You know what I mean, Judy?
Right. I hope that's not the case, but it's a possibility.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yes, definitely.
Just somebody that was sick of digging that day and had a cocktail and chisel an A or something. I knew Chris was going to come through. I knew it. I knew it. Chris Donut. It's one I think was under the tree north of the Money Pit in 2006. Chris, I can't remember 30 minutes ago. So there's an A. Let's go on to the next one here. Rock graffiti, Prom says. Yep. And look at this number on the rock. Number 18. Now, you guys are not going to believe me, but I never seen these two rocks before. Or boulders, or these number 18 and the A. Have you seen these before? Probably Chris Dona has, because he's the main man. But
I certainly don't remember them.
you know what I mean?
Looks like there could be a number after the 8, so it could be 1800 something.
We don't know if the boulder's cracked off towards the 8. Doesn't look like it, but it just looks too perfect for me. The number 1's got the little tail on the top. You see it, Judy?
Yes. Oh boy, yeah.
And Chris says it's the same stone he thinks. Could be.
Oh.
I don't know. When I take screenshots, I'm all over the place. I don't take notes. That's bad being a podcaster, but you get what you see here, Judy.
Right.
We just put it up for discussion. That's all. Where it was, I should have put the location down, but I have no idea. But I looked at the numbers for where. I looked at these numbers and the letter A that seem so pristine because they're not covered up. They're in the elements like everything else. So to me, these are towards the new side. You know what I mean, Judy? Like, not the new side, but you know what I mean? Not in the old dates, in the new dates.
Right. They were certainly put in there deep anyway.
And they're not worn down like the dagger in the headstone on Nolan's cross. That's worn down. That's worn down to almost nothing. You can't even see it. But then if you were going to put things on boulders, would you not put them on the boulders at Nolan's cross? Of all boulders of the whole island, why would you only have a dagger in the face stone, the headstone, the face stone on Nolan's cross, and the other boulders have nothing? You know what I mean, Judy?
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I would think they would have put something on the other ones.
And barbers like me, they look too perfect. It almost looks, you know, I mean, how do you do that with a chisel? I don't know. So that's how I saw it on my angle. Workmanship in the old days. And here comes Chris. Some think this stone was a grave marker.
Well, that could be.
I love it, Chris. I love it. See, I didn't ever think of that, Judy. Grave marker.
No, I didn't either. I don't even think about anybody being buried on Oak Island, I guess.
Right, because we're always thought, well, if they're all pirates and they're all people that type, they're mostly buried at sea. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
But what do I know? I have no idea. Then this stone, I guess, was found in the ocean by Dunfield. And I don't remember this stone either. Otherwise, I'm going blank for 8 years. Hello, Ronnie, on the YouTube side. With these letters, the V in the middle. I don't know what's on top. It's too foggy. I tried to clear it up. I guess this was found by Dunfield in the ocean. Hello, Virginia.
Okay.
Thanks for coming in, Virginia.
Chris says what? Francis Bacon is buried on the island.
Does that say bacon, Chris, on that stone in cipher? Because you guys with them ciphers got me cipher-sized. I don't know what's up or down. A V is a V, or a V is a 2 or a 3, or what the heck you guys are talking about. So cryptology on that, Chris. I love you guys. Don't forget to go see a Jake show tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, Sunday, at the Ghost of Bacon. He'll be on there. His Sunday night show.
Guys.
Yep. I'll have smoke coming out of my ears if I'm back from my parents early. I try to stop in, or if not, I watch it after. You know what I mean?
Right.
So whatever this stone was, I have no idea. And that's where I try to make it a little darker, a little upside down. Now, is that the H-O on the bottom, or H? I don't know. I just thought it was interesting.
Looks like I can see it, either an M or a W, too. I don't know. I don't remember seeing this before.
And that's why it's called Saturday Stones and Stars. We are at Quest After Dark here live with Judy in Canada, me in the USA, and the world in front of me, listening to me mumble. So this stone here, I'm going to do more research on this stone that Dunfield found. Where it is now, I have no idea. Yup, it's upside down. Yup. I try to move it around. I try to darken it up, Claire. You know how you look at things the right way, so you look it to the left. You look at it upside down. You look at the right way. You work, you know what I mean, Judy?
Yep. Every which way.
Yep, because you never know. What am I looking at? That one bottom letter obviously is an A, and the first letter is a B, and I see a C there. So, Chris, do you see a B, A, C on the bottom there? Whose name does that start with?
Yes. Look out, John. They'll all be here.
Right? B, A, C, and on the top is an N. That looks like a tooth or something. Unbelievable. How so many people, Judy, can look at one picture and have 50 different opinions. That's what I like.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think that's a 3. I think that's a B. B-A, and there's a C on top of the A. B-A-C. I don't know. You guys with all that cryptic ciphers has got my mind going crazy, Chris. Tell Jake he's got me going nuts. N equals 13. Jason. No, they don't find that 90-foot stone. That's, who the heck knows where that thing is. And of course, here's the H-O stone. You guys remember this stone, right?
Yes, that one I do.
I remember this one. The H, you got the plus, and you got the 4 dots in the plus. You got the dot in the circle. I remember the H-O stone. I don't remember many stones, Judy, like the 90-foot stone, the H-O stone, the G stone, Nolan's Cross, those stones. And Chris, I need a better image of that stone. I don't know where I got it from, Chris. I'll have to search whatever I was doing, but who knows how I find these things. Like I say, you're getting it raw from me to you, and who knows. And then this stone.
You send it to him, John, and let Chris do the work.
Yeah, I'll let Chris and Jake here. figure this out, will you please, and send it back to me.
Right on.
Yep, Mark. The HO was broken up. Yeah. And Chris, important. HO stone found by Hedden in the water offshore in Junior's Cove. Yep. Is the plus a cross? The plus could be a cross. Let me see. Let me go back to that one. Could be a cross. H cross. Then on the bottom, what's that? An R. I don't know. They talked about this so long ago, Judy. I don't even know what they said about the HO and stone. You know what I mean?
I know they talk about it a lot, John, but I can't remember either.
Yeah. And this stone here just looks like people are putting their names in things. But look at how it's chiseled out. Like Chris said, can these be part of a tombstone?
Sure is a possibility.
It says, I, Jin S. Ross. What's that number on the bottom? 1654, 14, 16 something. I don't know.
1617? I'm not sure. 1817.
Then,
That is a stone, gravestone.
and there's Chris. He wrote a whole paper on the HO stone. If anybody wants to read it, there you go. The O with the dot is also an eclectic symbol for gold. Yup, that was it. The dot and the circle for gold. That's what I remember of the HO stone. Pretty sure Chris will fix you up if you want a whole explanation of the HO stone. I should throw him on live right now to come on and explain all these pictures.
Yes, that'd be a good idea.
Come on, Chris. Let's see here. Oh, self-promotion of the radio podcasts that are there. I don't know how that got in there. And then this stone here, of course, you guys know where this stone was from. An anchor stone,
Yeah.
anchor boulder that Aaron Helton pointed out. And it says they're pointing at this dark spot that looked like sort of a boat. This was an anchor stone. And there it is. We got the anchor stone. Or boulder, stone, boulder, whatever. And this other huge boulder. Yeah, Chris, I'm getting to that. And there's these other boulders. Take it easy, Tom. It's all right. We hear you. No problem. And here's something Travis found. But I'm more interested in the rocks that he found, Travis, and the location of the rocks that he did find, Judy, than his theory. You know what I mean?
Yes, I remember. Thought I recognized that one right away.
And he did find many boulders in these locations. You remember that episode?
I do, very clearly.
And I'm wondering, and there's the boulder he found. And Chris, I know Chris will go crazy on it. Just on the boulders that were found, he did find boulders. And also, if Fred Nolan put boulders he found in concrete at his museum, what else did he do? You know what I mean, Judy?
Right, exactly. He put them there for a reason.
You know, unbelievable. What else did he hide? That's my question from seeing this, before they jackhammered him out.
Right.
And here's the boulders that they jackhammered out in the museum. If you remember that episode, Judy, they tried to put the pieces together.
Yes, I remember clear. There we go.
Yep. Chris, those other rocks or boulders that were split are not the ones from the Fred Nolan Museum. I have no idea where they're from. These are from the Fred Nolan's museum. I know that for a fact.
Right.
R.E. Dot. While Terry was trying to put them together. And don't forget, our buddy Peter Arbenston, he found this flat rock in the Tree of Life. Remember that, Judy?
Yes. Oh, yep. I wish they had gone into that deeper.
Yep. And it was a flat rock right in the location he said. So if they can get all these rocks in location and tie it all together, that would be something. Kingdom, Chris.
Sure will.
Yep.
Okay.
Then I had this rock that they dug up, and it looks like an awful looking cross to me on that side, and we heard nothing about this at all. Remember this, Judy? I posted it, I don't know, weeks and weeks ago.
Yes, I remember it clearly, and it sure does look like a cross.
Yep, they flipped it up. I don't know what rocks they were looking for. And that look is clear as day. They don't look like shadows. I don't know. So I had to circle it and show you on these boulders because it's Boulder Day today. And here's Charles at the famous rock, the G Stone. Trying to figure out what that marking is, that square marking around the G is. I don't know what it is. People have been asking me, and I have no idea. Maybe Chris knows. That stuff around the G. What is that? I have no idea. Also, when you're listening on the radio podcast side, I want to welcome you people. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for listening on Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Radio Public, Pocket Cast, Overcast, Breaker, Anchor. I thank all you guys for listening to me and listening to Judy. And like I said, we'll just keep on downloading the stuff we have to you the next day or the next night. You know what I mean, Judy?
Yes. That'll work great.
And Chris says the G Stone found down by Smith's Cove. Yep. Then we got the tree branch stone down on the the beach there. Okay, Michelle, do what you have to do.
Stay safe, Michelle.
You know that would happen, right?
You're right, exactly.
No problem. Probably another 10 or 15 minutes here. So, hello, Jazz Dia. How are you? Thanks for coming in. So that was interesting when they had that episode, Judy, with the tree, and Cortland explained all that stuff with the
It
presidents.
still fascinates me.
Yep. That's another boulder. Then we got this one. And the net, trying to figure out the historical significance is so challenging. Yeah. Yep. A lot of different things. A lot of different things, a lot of different angles, guys. So we got the 1704 stone. More dates, Judy. More dates.
Right. Is that the one that Mrs. Restall was holding?
Yep.
There was a picture. Yeah.
Okay.
Chris says it came from Smith's Cove as well.
Yep, Chris, thank you for your input. And Todd says George Washington's Tree of Life, 13 branches. You got that right. A lot of things came out of Smith's Cove. But when we went in there, what, Judy, about 3 years ago, we came up with nothing.
Right. Yes.
Then the professor, was the G a Masonic reference or a mark for Captain Gifford? The professor.
I've always thought of it as being Masonic, Daniel, but I don't know for sure.
And then we found this stone next to a tree. Some cameraman or something found that. Remember that, Judy?
Yes, I do.
It was just off of the Money Pit site into the trees there. And it had all those lines, and that groove down the middle, off to the left-hand side.
We really never heard anything more about that much, did we?
No. We don't hear much about it. That means, not significant. Then Annette, I have a note re Captain Gifford, but not able to tie it in. There you go. What a big puzzle, you guys and Judy. You know what I mean? This puzzle is so huge.
Oh, it sure is. And it gets larger all the time.
Then I found this rock boulder. Don't ask me where I got it, Chris. Look at that big groove in the middle of that rock. Now, wouldn't that seem like a chain was going through there or some kind of pulley system was going through there? I mean, it could be natural, but just seemed kind of weird. What do you think, guys?
It sure does.
No, I don't think that's Apple Island. No. This all all these boulders are from Oak Island, Chris. I know that for sure. What location? No idea. Hello, Renee. Yeah,
Hi, Renee.
But then I got thinking, you know how dot to dot Michael there and Oliva do all these coronations and spots. And I was looking at their one map of how the water system and the hydraulic system would come in and go out, and they had points of reference. Remember that, guys?
Yes.
And Tom says, interesting to see the common denominator for messages and stone carvings left by various people over hundreds of years. Who are they leaving these messages for and why? I don't think they're leaving messages, Tom. I think they were actually there at the time, putting something in for that time they were there. You understand what I'm saying? Not for the future to decrypt them. I'm talking the stone stuff. What they were engraving was done at the time they were doing. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
And Professor, Captain John Gifford and Richard Smith were assigned Island 28 for fishing purposes in 1753. Island 28 is now Oak Island. The professor comes up with these things. I don't know where he finds these things. Fantastic,
Wow.
Professor. Fantastic. And Chris says, Paul Wachikowski had a database of boulders on the island. Hopefully somebody would have some access to his research someday.
Wow.
And then Cindy, was there something being pulled up from the stone road with a pulley? Obviously, they had to use pulley systems to get off the dock or whatever they were doing. But I was saying when I was talking to Michael on dot to dot, this is the last slide next to one more, I think. Let's put this one up because we know. And you know Sonic Drilling's back on the island, Judy.
Yes, I saw it going over. So we know they're busy.
Yep, they know they're busy. I don't know if the USA guys are up there quarantined. I have no idea on that, not privy to that information. Until we do, we don't even know if we're getting a season 9. Until we do, I'll let you guys know as soon as I know. But we know the Canadian guys are up there. Spooner Silver's up there. And the rest. So keep it going. Keep it going.
They'll do the job right till the others get there.
Yeah, like I said Tuesday, I wonder what they're going to do first. You know, I mean, here we are, July 1st almost, Judy. You know what I mean?
Right. Yes, sure would be interesting to be able to find out when it.
Yep. But they went through the same process last year. And without the tours on Sundays and Saturdays, they can go crazy on both days now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Could be, Cindy. Could be. Now, this is a map that Mike Brahman of Dot to Dot put in, showing the money pit, showing the trap door, the vault, the valve. And I was trying to see these points of interest compared to Travis's rocks that he found. Just for saying, you know what I mean, Judy?
Yes. Yeah, it'd be interesting to put them all together.
Yeah, all the rocks put together, all the anchors put together, all of Mike's work put together. And of course, you know, I'm not going to do the rocks to Apple Island there and out in the bay there, but just the one around the island that looks like a elongated A. You see that, Judy, on the side? It's like a sideways
Yeah,
long A. If
I do see it.
if Mike can put these boulders that were found, if you watch that episode, guys, those boulders were found in that location.
Okay.
If you take those two long ones off to the right and just to the A, I wonder if they would come close. The constellation Taurus. Yeah, Chris. But the rocks that he found, I guess Jack has them on GPS, right, Chris? That they found. Compared to other maps and compared to other rocks and boulders, just to see if anything matches up. You know, we got physical boulders right there. And does any of the dimensions, does anyone hit anything? That's what I'm just trying to say. Not close. Yep, Tom. And there it is, Chris. I was just wondering, on the location of those boulders that were found, if those boulders correlate to anything Aaron found, anything that Mike found, even if just one boulder, if all three of them found something on one boulder, that would be interesting. You know what I mean, Judy?
Yeah, for sure.
You know, if they all hit a boulder and it's all on the North Anchor, or if they all hit a boulder and it's all on this or that, that's all I'm trying to put together. You know what I mean, guys?
Yes, Daniel says, as above, so below. Yes.
Yeah, that was the episode. But then with the puzzle, we have many pieces. You know what I mean, Judy?
Yes. And Mike and Oliver certainly added to it.
Yep, different avenue, different aspect of what's going on. So now if we get all this information that we have piled up to the ceiling and try to have a common denominator of all the information points to this boulder, that boulder, or this area, they can just concentrate on that new area. Could be the west side. When they're looking for spoon or silver, they're probably looking all over the island to see how much silver is concentrated on one end. You know what I mean?
Yes. I would sure like to see all of the researchers get together and work this out.
Lots of theories and lots of theories, Todd. I mean, they build the pyramids. You see the cathedrals people built long, long ago. 3/4 of a mile doesn't shock me. You know what I mean, Judy?
Right, for sure.
And I wish they would. I know there's some other scanners and scans. If they look at the edge of the island to see if there's any kind of opening, any kind of vault looking opening on the side of the island all the way around. You know what I mean?
Right. It sure would be good if they could just all sit down together.
Yeah, but I don't think they did that oceanic survey when they found like the air holes and they showed things in the bay, but I don't think they really showed a detail of the whole side of the island underwater. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like underwater, is there a void? Is there anything around the whole island for them to take a look at? Obviously, if there's a void below water and it goes inland, obviously they can drill. You know what I mean? Say if the tunnel goes in, 30 feet. Well, you'll have 30 feet to drill if there's some kind of opening underwater going into the island. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. Chris says he would comment more on Travis's theory, but he's not really sure how he came up with his orientation.
Oak Island Con. I think that's a good idea, Chris.
I do too. Yes. I'm with you, Chris.
But a lot of things can happen when you put a lot of people in the same room. And it can go on for weeks, Judy. It can go on for weeks.
It sure could in this case.
All right. We've been on for 56 minutes there, Judy. I'm going to put the phone number up. You can say, you can stay until somebody tries to call, like usual.
Okay. So if anybody wants to call, make sure you tell us on chat so I can hang up, please.
Right. And we're going to be on the group Facebook doing trivia. After about a 5-minute break, when you see me log off of here and saying my goodbyes, I'll be on my Facebook page, Quest of Oak Island, doing trivia so somebody can win a membership mug tonight and get one in the mail. Hello, Starlene. Thanks for coming in on the West Coast. So, the number's up. Who wants a chit chat for about 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes? If not, no big deal. A lot of boulders, a lot of rocks. But you would think Nolan's Cross would have a lot more markings on it than the headstone. That's all I'm saying. Why isn't there any markings on the whole Nolan's Cross if that's so significant? When they built that cross, why aren't there any markings on it if it's so proper? You know what I mean, Judy?
Yeah, I wonder if they've even turned any of those rocks over to see if there is something on the other side.
Yeah, I know Fred Nolan drilled around them and everything. And if he drilled around them and he put boulders in concrete, I'm pretty sure he moved them. You know what I mean?
Right, okay.
I was thinking about that I Dead Pirate, but I got so much on my plate now and more technology. We'll see. We'll see. Can Doc Spino talk about Captain Gifford? Doc, the professor Spino. Thank you for coming in, Linda. We did an hour full of boulders and rocks. We came up with something tonight.
Have a good weekend, Linda.
And then Tom Burns thinking they maybe didn't want to draw attention to the boulders. Yep. All kinds of directions, Tom. It's just becoming a lot. You know what I mean? With the Spooner Silver, wow, what a season ending thing. That there's a truckload of silver someplace. That still boggles my mind somehow. And then Sydney, just the placement must be significant of Nolan's Cross. Yeah. The measurements in between was good enough. They didn't have to chisel out anything in any rocks. Only the face stone with a dagger and a face.
It's there for a reason.
Yep. And how do they make it? I have no idea. And the professor says it'll be coming up in my post, but he and Smith over time lost their grant of the island. And there you go.
Okay.
There's your answer from the professor. And Dead Pirate, I'll make a Discord server for it with roles and images this week. If you want the server when done, I'll transfer ownership to you. I'm bored as heck these days. You're a tech man? I'm not a tech man at all. I just turn a button on and off. That's all I do. Right, Judy?
Yes, that's about it. You should hear him talking to them.
And we just got on Anchor, which is the distribution of podcasts, and they send it to all the rest of the podcasts. So I'm just doing that and downloading on that. So that was something new for me. But I appreciate it, Dead Pirate. Email me at Quest of Oak Island at AOL.com. That's the group's email. Or PM me on Facebook if you're in my Quest of Oak Island Facebook group. Then we'll see what happens. Yup, he's a techie. All right. I'm going to take the phone number off, and Judy.
Okay.
Let me see here. Hi. Judy's going to say her goodbyes, and then I'm going to sign off in a little while. We've been on for an hour. I'd like about an hour show now. And go ahead, Judy, and then I'll say my goodbyes and see you all over on Facebook for our trivia. Okay?
Thanks, everybody, for another great night. Gee, it's good to hear from y'all. And hopefully, if all goes well, see you next Saturday. And in the meantime, stay safe, please. Good night, John.
All right. Thank you, Judy. I won't be on this Tuesday, but we'll see you. Try to get something together for next Saturday night. Thank you.
Okay, I'll be here.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, guys. Thank you for coming in. You guys are the best. We had a sort of good night talking boulders. And thanks, Chris, for your input. We're going to go over to Facebook and do some trivia for a little bit so somebody can win a mug. But remember, you guys, always go forward. You may get a setback, but always go forward. Believe in your dreams. No matter how old you are, just go for it. Stay positive. Be mentally tough if you can in these crazy times. If you can't get help, there's a lot of help out there. Stay safe, you guys. Be positive. We'll see you next Saturday. If anything comes up before that, watch my group. I thank you for tonight. I thank Judy for joining. Stay positive, and good night. Bye-bye.